Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that everything you built is gone: your marriage, your home, your savings, your identity. That is exactly what happened to Margaret Collins. On a cold Tuesday morning, in November 2014, she was 40 years old, sitting on the floor of a rented apartment, with $47,000 in credit card debt and exactly $11 in her bank account. She had nothing, but what she did in the next 8 years changed her life forever, and it could change yours too. Margaret grew up in a small town in Ohio. She did everything right, went to college, got married at 27, had 2 beautiful children, and built what looked like a perfect life from the outside. Her husband had a good job, they had a nice house in the suburbs, 2 cars in the driveway, family vacations every summer. But behind closed doors, things were very different. Her husband had been secretly spending money for years, gambling debts, hidden credit cards, loans she never knew about. When she finally found out the truth, the marriage collapsed, and Margaret was left with the children, the debt, and a life she did not know how to rebuild. She tried to find work, but she had been out of the workforce for 12 years. Her skills felt outdated. Her confidence was shattered. For 6 months, she barely left the apartment. She cried. She blamed herself. She wondered if it was too late to start over. Then one night, her daughter, who was 14 at the time, came and sat next to her on the couch. She looked at her mother and said 4 words that Margaret will never forget. "Mom, I believe you." That was it. No big speech, no financial advice. Just 4 words, but those 4 words broke something open inside Margaret. She realized in that moment, she was not just living for herself anymore. She had 2 people watching every move she made, and she had to decide what kind of story they were going to see. That night, Margaret made a decision. She was going to fight back. Not just survive, fight back. Margaret did not have a financial advisor. She did not have a rich family to help her. She did not win the lottery. What she had was a library card, an internet connection, and an absolute refusal to give up. She spent 3 months studying personal finance every night after the kids went to sleep, and she developed what she calls her 3 rules. These 3 rules became the foundation of everything. She followed them every single day, and they changed her life completely. Rule number 1: know exactly where every dollar goes. Margaret sat down and wrote out every single expense, every coffee, every subscription, every unnecessary purchase. She was shocked by what she found. She was spending $340 a month on things she did not even notice. Small subscriptions, convenience purchases, impulse buys. She cut all of it. She said, "I treated every dollar like it was the last soldier in my army. I could not afford to waste a single one." Rule number 2: attack the debt like it is the enemy, because it is. Margaret had $47,000 in credit card debt. The interest alone was eating $600 every single month. She needed a plan, a real plan. She used what is called the Avalanche Method. She listed all her debts, from highest interest rate to lowest, and put every extra dollar toward the highest interest debt first. It felt painfully slow at first, but the math was on her side. Within 14 months, she had eliminated $18,000 in debt. The highest interest cards, gone. She described the feeling as, like someone finally took their foot off my chest. For the first time in years, I could breathe. Rule number 3: start investing, even when it feels impossible. While she was still paying off debt, Margaret started investing, just $50 a month, into a simple index fund. Many people told her, "That is nothing, why bother?" But Margaret understood something most people do not. Time in the market is more powerful than the amount you invest, she said. "I was not investing $50, I was investing the habit, because the habit would grow, even when the amount could not yet." And she was right. Margaret got a part-time job as a bookkeeper. She used her evenings to learn QuickBooks, then tax preparation, then small business accounting. Within 2 years, she had her own small bookkeeping business, working with local small businesses. Her confidence was coming back. 3 years after that, she had 23 regular clients. She hired her first employee. Her income had gone from $0 to $86,000 a year. And she never stopped following her 3 rules. She continued attacking her debt. She continued investing, but now much more. She maxed out her IRA every single year. She opened a brokerage account, She bought her first rental property at 47, one small apartment, one tenant, one extra income stream, then another, today. Margaret Collins is 52 years old. Her debt is gone, completely, every single dollar. Her investment portfolio sits at just over $800,000. Her 2 rental properties generate $3,200 a month in passive income. Her business brings in over $120,000 a year. Her total net worth, $1,200,000, $1.2 million. Built from $11 in a bank account and 4 words from a 14-year-old girl. Mom, I believe you. Her daughter is now 26, and she recently started her own investment account. Because she watched her mother and learned everything, I want to speak directly to you right now. Maybe you are not $47,000 in debt. Maybe you are somewhere in the middle. But I want you to hear this. It is never too late, not at 40, not at 50, not even at 60. The only question that matters is, what are you going to do, starting today? Margaret did not need perfect conditions. She did not need a windfall. She needed 3 things: a reason to fight, a simple plan, and the decision to never stop. You have access to the same 3 things, right now. The question is, will you use them? If Margaret's story moved you today, do one thing. Share this video with one person who needs to hear it. Someone who is fighting right now and does not know it. Stories like Margaret's deserve to be heard, and someone in your life is waiting for exactly this message. Thank you for being here today. This is Grace Talk TV, where every story has the power to change a life. We will see you in the next one.